Hi, Jasio here, and today's theme for our experiments is surface tension. So we're going to do 3 small experiments, all related to the magic of surface tension. For the first one, I'm going to show you the effects of surface tension with just a coin. I'm using a quarter, a dropper, and some water. For the second one, I'm going to show you how surface tension can be used to repel things. And for that one, I have a bowl of water and some black pepper. And for the third one, you just need a large dish of water. I'm using this giant pan. You could fill up your sink, you could use a bowl, but the bigger it is, the better the effects is, because we're going to turn a simple bread tie into a boat. For this quick experiment, I'm just going to show you just how strong surface tension is and how many droplets of water can fit on this coin here. So first I want you to make a quick hypothesis and guess how many droplets of water you think can fit on this normal standard quarter. So I'm going to use my dropper and let's see how close you were. Oh, so I was at about just 45 drops of water before the little dome collapsed and the water spilled off. So it was probably a lot more than you were expecting, and that's because of the water molecules' cohesion with each other. So they would rather stick to each other than fall and give in to gravity. So gravity is only so strong compared to the cohesion forces of these water molecules. For this next surface tension demonstration, I have here a bowl of water, some black pepper, and I forgot to mention before, but I have dish soap. I don't need all this dish soap, I just need a single drop. So I'm going to start by sprinkling some of this black pepper onto the water in this bowl. Spilled a little bit. I'm going to put a good amount so that you guys can see it alright in the video. Okay, that's good. You can clearly see that the surface is filled with pepper. Now, I'm going to get just a drop of dish soap and put it on my finger. So I'm going to do that over here. Okay, I got more than a drop. I only need a drop. So, got some dish soap. I'm going to put it on my finger. Watch what happens to the pepper once I dip my finger in. See that? All the pepper just immediately dispersed to the edges. It basically ran away from my finger. And that is because dish soap is a surfactant, meaning it lowers the surface tension of whatever liquid you add it to. That's why we use it on our dishes, because it allows water to spread more easily onto the surface instead of sticking to itself. It's going to lower that surface tension so that it spreads and wets all of our plates and bowls and things that we're trying to clean. So here, when I drop that dish soap into the center, I lower the surface tension there, and water and molecules on the water, like the pepper, will move from areas of low surface tension to areas of high surface tension. So that's what happened here. And maybe that this next demonstration will show that a bit more clearly. So for this last demonstration, I have a large pan filled with water. You can use anything really. You can even just use a bowl, but the bigger, I think the more dramatic the effect is. So here's my water, and here I've got some bread ties. You might see these on whatever bread or bagels you have at home. It's just a plastic little square with a little notch in the back. If you don't have any bread ties, you could make your own little boat. You just need a type of thick paper, so not normal paper, notebook paper. You want some sort of cardstock, an index card, maybe some thin cardboard, something like that, so it doesn't just get wet and fall in. So I've got my little bread tie here, and I've got 2. I'm going to try to launch them both. So we're going to turn these guys into soap-powered boats. So I'm going to drop this in on that side. I've got a dropper now with some dish soap inside of it. I'm going to put a little drop right at the back where that hole is. And you see how it launched across. Now let's try again. So I've got my second boat here. I'm going to do the same thing. droplet of dish soap. And you'll notice this time it didn't do anything. No matter how much dish soap I used, it did not move at all. That is because this water is already soapy. Oh, looks like I made it sink. Well, this water is already soapy, so the surface tension in this area has already been reduced enough to where all the water pushed the boat to the other side the first time. But now the surface tension is already too low. There's nothing to really slingshot our boat forward, so it only works once. Even all this water, it only worked one time. One drop of dish soap is enough to seriously reduce that surface tension, and that is again because dish soap is a surfactant, and that's what it does. So I hope you enjoy these little experiments on surface tension, and now you understand the types of forces that are at play. And I don't know if you've ever seen maybe videos or pictures of, there's a small bug called a water strider that it's sort of, I think it lives in watery areas, swampy areas, and it is so light that it is able to just sort of sit on top of water and glide across because it's not heavy enough to break that surface tension and fall in like something else would. Like my hand is way too heavy. It sinks right in, breaks that surface tension really easily. But that little bug is able to just sit on top and glide across with no problems. And there you have it. This has been our surface tension video.